looked gross.
It works. It's a thing.
You know what's almost as gross?
Sinji's Pac-Man.
Sinji's Pac-Man, Raptor, Yoshi, they're finding themselves really deep in bracket to be encountering each other.
Actually, that's true, and we're still on the winner's side. You know, it's not very often you see a Pac-Man and a Yoshi in winner's semis at one of these things, unless that thing is a Xeno.
Yeah, honestly, only in New York are you going to be finding this because these players had to take out a lot of big names to get here. So I'm hyped to see what they can bring us. They're both looking like they're playing really well. Sinji's been making quarter one look astounding for him, really making people question, you know, how are you losing to Pac-Man? When in reality, it's people that are just losing to an amazing character specialist who has such a good sense of how to play this game. And then Raptor has been finding himself crawling out of a pretty big rut from quarter four.
Yeah, he grabbed with Pac-Man.
Yeah, you know, he does that from time to time.
I love commentating Pac-Man matches because whenever they grab, I'm just like, lol. But if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys think my man Hangman here is referring to specifically to Orion. I believe the tournament. No, what was the tournament? The regional. It was Orion. Referring to Orion, in which Sinji won. But he might be referring to a little more recent events, as Sinji did defeat DeBuzz at this very tournament tonight.
Yeah.
And sent him to the losers bracket. So this guy, like Hangman said, has just been making quarter one look astounding for him.
Men's is looking really nice, especially here in game one between him and Raptor.
Men's is hot.
And these percentages, they keep themselves even, but I feel like Sinji has a little bit of an upper hand just because his tools allow him to interrupt a lot of what Yoshi brings to the table. And even though Raptor is keeping things steady, he hasn't really been in charge of where these battles are taking place, nor where they're going.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like Pac-Man, like I said about Wii Fit Trainer, is another one of those RTS characters. He's not playing a fighting game. Not a stock right there, actually. He had no real options fast enough to be able to close it out right there. I don't think he was in a good enough position to get a back air, so he elects to just go for the up air for more damage instead. Pac-Man is just another one of those non-fighting game characters. He's one of those RTS ones. And it's about... And the thing with fighting Pac-Man is that it's about seeing if you can break through that wall, if you can break through that RTS. And Yoshi, I think he's actually a pretty solid character to be able to do that with aerials as strong as he has, such as the forward air, which can put the hydrant into a very good tactical position. What's the word I'm looking for? When it just like bounces like as back air takes the stock. What's the word I'm looking for? When like the hydrant bounces at that perfect angle. I don't think there's a word for it actually. I might just be being stupid.
Yeah, I can't think of one right now. We'll check the tapes and look at it later. But
yeah,
now what we can see is that Sinji does have a bit of a lead. But as you mentioned, forward air is a fantastic tool in this matchup. All right. Okay, Nair's going to do it too.
Sure.
Yeah, you got it, Raptor.
I mean, yeah. I have nothing to say about that.
That was just a bad tail in total. Like, Sinji missed his tech. He went to go for the power pellets.
Oh, here we go.
Extending him down into the bottom blast zone. Unfortunate, but Sinji quickly bringing himself back up from that, building Raptor already up to 105 and counting.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of uppies, out of shields from Sinji here. Not just because it's a generally good option for Pac-Man, but with a character who that's gonna do it. Oh no, Yoshi. No,
yeah, Yoshi heavy.
No rage on Sinji right now. That's not gonna be able to do it actually. Oh, but that might.
Nah, not
still
just yet.
Not enough.
Raptor's taking a beating, but he's not gonna die just yet. Excellent DI, great air acceleration from Yoshi. And the fact that Yoshi is so heavy, all factors that are keeping Raptor alive and well right now.
Yeah, you would think that like a character with air mobility that's literally the best in the games, as like Yoshi's, would be like a lighter character, but that is not the case. Sinji's going to need a little bit of rage if he wants to take out this Yoshi, but that might not be the case anymore, actually. He's sitting at 170. If he gets a Hydrant or maybe an F-Smash, I mean, it should definitely work at this percent. And ladies and gentlemen, he grabbed with Pac-Man. We're going to get a clean punish for that from Raptor, and Sinji actually struggling a little bit to get this kill. I think Raptor's just trying to play the defensive game a little more, and that's understandable when you're sitting at 170%. You're definitely not going to want to overextend to get hit by anything, but the Pac-Man up tilt.
Talk about overextensions. He gets punished for a forward air with up tilts. It's an option. It's a button on the controller, and I gotta say, it's one of the first times I've ever just seen raw up tilt get a kill, but hey, Sinji can mark it off his list. All right, so we just got word that Mystery taking the set over Anti.
That's That's an upset. That's an upset, to say the least. I'm sorry. I want to apologize for laughing. It was Hangman's face and his reaction to the up tilt killed, which is very understandable. The hitbox on that move is actually quite bad, and it takes a long time for that to be able to kill, so just seeing a move like up tilt kill is just pretty hilarious. Oh, wow. Actually slips in a down tilt with the hydrant hit right there, trying to see if he can get a little bit more of a combo off of it, if not just raw damage. Already 35% on that Pac-Man. That's another thing when fighting Pac-Man, man. It's utilizing his own tools against him as well. If your character has an attack that is able to get the hydrant in that tactical position where it's just bouncing very slowly up and down in front of you, sort of like making a wall to defend you, then by all means you should be focusing with that attack, such as like Mario's forward air, which gets it in that perfect position. Pac-Man, on the other hand, it takes him like to hit the hydrant in very awkward hitboxes to be able to get it, the hydrant like that, which really just goes to show the learning curve of this character and just the masterful skill from Sinji required to be able to play him at this level.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at all of the tools that Pac-Man has at his disposal, it makes sense why the character's so.
Oh, here we go. That might be death.
Nah, no death just yet. He's not able to get the right hit off the Galaxia, but you already see that there's many paths that Pac-Man can take whenever he gets a hit with these stray things. We've seen Sinji get so many interesting kills, but it's taken hours and hours and many brackets for Sinji to be able to really lab out and have a good sense of when to make the decision to go in for these kills, when to just rack up the damage, when to miss the same tech twice in a set. Come on! Bro. I can't be gassing up people and they die to baby's first tech miss.
Who says you can't? Who says that Pac-Man can't die to a spike?
Oh,
It's not even a spike. It's just a nair.
That's kind of spike.
It's just a nair, man. This is the only thing that Sinji's dying to. It's like, all right, Sinji, you're a master of your craft. You are the best Pac-Man in the world. But can we talk about that tech?
But occasionally, we just need you to forget how to play Smash real quick, just so we can even the playing field. Then you can go back to being a god.
Can we just go with that? All right, but anyway, Sinji, of course, down, but not out. We got ourselves almost a max rage Yoshi right here. If we're able to tack on a little bit more damage on this Pac-Man, we might be thrusting into a Game 3 right now, because this is as solid of a position of Yoshi to be in as any. 150% max rage, incredibly strong out of shield options, incredibly strong power as well, and just incredible weight as well as top of the air mobility. If I were Raptor, you really got to take advantage of. Never mind, the apple killed. If I were Raptor, you really got to take advantage of all those strengths and abuse Pac-Man's weaknesses if you want to just secure that lead. But he wasn't able to do that. He died by the apple right there. But yeah. We got ourselves Raptor an advantage. He's really going to have to take advantage of just Pac-Man's poor options, if you will, if he wants to be able to seal out this Game 3 and not go to losers.
The interesting facet about fighting Sinji's Pac-Man above most others that I would say.
Yeah, you were on the ledge a little too long, but you got lucky.
He had his trampoline ready. You got to be prepared for these kind of things.
Yeah, actually,
Sinji knew. He took the bait. Now he's going to win.
Actually, you got a point. I thought Sinji just got lucky there. No, he was aware of that.
Of course.
I should have realized. I'm sorry, everybody. I keep thinking whenever he gets that setup, he's going to go for the side B off the top. But even when he got that at higher percents before, he's not exactly going for it.
Yeah, that's the follow-up for it requires you to get the up air, and then you have to catch Galaga, throw it again, then you can go for the super pellet.
Right.
And it's a cool confirm. Unfortunately, it's not one of those that really works out on these higher percentages, nor is it very favorable for Pac players at the ledge. Nonetheless, though, Sinji is definitely aware of what he needs to do at these percentages. He's got Bell in hand, trying to catch Raptor without being high in the air. We saw him miss a up smash confirm earlier just because Yoshi was too high in the sky. But certainly capable of being able to end this out. We see him finally get that throw off. You making mention of all of these grabs, but just the YOLO run up and do it is enough that Sinji needs.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's looking like a... I don't even know who this is really favoring. This is looking pretty even so far, but he almost gets the apple, but he has to hold shield, and the pressure is just too much. Look at how dark that egg is getting. Oh, that might... No, not strong enough. Oh, we got the hydrant play right there. It's going to be able to give Sinji a little bit of time to be able to get the fruit that he needs. Hits him with the melon, and is able to seal that with a 2-0 over Raptor, sending Raptor to the losers bracket. Sinji securing himself a spot in winners finals.